There are forests that exist without history. No names, no records, no confirmed location. They do not appear on maps for long. Satellite images fail to capture them clearly. Roads leading toward them are often temporary, changing direction without reason. Most people never notice them, but sometimes someone enters by accident, and sometimes they return. This is one of those records. We found the road shortly before sunset. It was not abandoned, not damaged, not hidden. It simply did not belong there. The highway continued normally for several miles, until a narrow side road appeared between dead electrical poles. No signs, no markings, no indication of maintenance. Only a faded barrier lying in the grass nearby, as if someone had removed it long ago. At first, the forest looked ordinary. Dense trees, wet soil, heavy fog settling between the trunks. But the deeper we drove, the quieter everything became. No insects, no birds. Even the sound of the engine felt muted, as though the air itself was absorbing noise. We should have turned back there. But curiosity has a strange effect on isolated places. Convinces you that silence means safety. The road curved left, then right, then sharply downhill. We continued driving for nearly 20 minutes, without speaking much. That was when we noticed the sign. A broken wooden marker beside the road, half buried in mud. No text remained on it. Only a faded white symbol scratched into the surface. We passed it once, then again. First, we assumed there were multiple signs. But the crack along the wood was identical. The missing corner was identical. Even the surrounding rocks had not changed. We had returned to the same place, without turning around, without crossing another road. The GPS stopped responding shortly after. No error message, no signal warning. The map simply became blank, not frozen, empty. We stopped the vehicle beside the road. The fog had become thicker now. The trees looked taller, though none of us remembered the forest being that dense earlier. One of us suggested walking, just far enough to confirm our direction. The moment we stepped into the trees, the atmosphere changed completely. The ground felt soft beneath our feet, not like soil, more like wet fabric. The deeper we walked, the more difficult distance became to understand. Nothing moved, no wind, no shifting branches, no sound from animals, only our footsteps, and even those seemed delayed, as though the forest heard us a few seconds after we moved. That feeling stayed with us the entire time. The sense that the environment was slightly behind reality, watching, processing, repeating. After several minutes, we noticed the markings. 3 vertical cuts across a tree trunk. Fresh, clean. One of us admitted quietly that he had made those marks himself earlier beside the road. That should not have been possible. We continued walking anyway. Then another marked tree appeared, and another. The arrangement never changed. 3 trees close together, a fallen branch nearby, a shallow depression in the ground. The same pattern, again and again. The forest was repeating itself, not symbolically, physically. The same space, copied endlessly in every direction. There was no center, no edge, only continuation. The first sound came from somewhere ahead of us. A low metallic hum, steady, mechanical, impossible to locate. We followed it for several minutes, but the distance never changed. It remained equally far away, no matter how long we walked. Then came the second sound. Footsteps, not ours. Something moving through leaves behind us. Slowly, carefully, matching our pace. Whenever we stopped, it stopped too. No one turned around immediately, because deep down we already understood something important. If we saw it clearly, then it would become real, and none of us wanted that. We eventually found the road again, or something that looked like it. The vehicle remained exactly where we left it, but the fog around it had changed. The headlights were covered in moisture, as if days had passed. Inside the car, the dashboard clock was wrong. Not broken, wrong. Several hours ahead of our watches. The radio emitted only static now, but beneath the static there was something else. A voice, weak, distorted, repeating a sentence over and over. Do not continue beyond the trees. None of us remembered deciding to leave. We simply entered the vehicle and drove. No discussion, no hesitation, only movement. The road eventually returned to the highway. The fog disappeared almost instantly. Normal sound returned. Wind, distant electrical lines. Everything felt ordinary again, except for one thing. The fuel gauge had not changed, not even slightly, as though the journey itself had never consumed distance. Weeks later, we attempted to locate the forest again. The road was gone. No tire marks, no electrical poles, no sign that anything had ever existed there. Only empty land, flat fields stretching toward the horizon. But sometimes, late at night, the radio still produces brief moments of static. And beneath that static, a faint metallic hum can still be heard, waiting somewhere, beyond the trees. Some places do not trap people. They simply continue without them.